Let us come. Let us come, doctor. Let us come, sister. Most of all, let us come, Saint Whitfield.
Amen. Amen.
Good morning. So our reflection. So last Sunday, we all know that we lost Kobe Bryant. You couldn't, if you had a cell phone or turned on the news, you couldn't help missing any kind of news briefings about it. So I was sitting in the bed and Jordan brought the phone. He was like, "Mom, Kobe Bryant died." I was like, "Boy, get out of here, that's fake news." So I really didn't want to believe it. And then my phone started dinging. So the clarification started coming through. I wasn't a Lakers fan and really wasn't a Kobe fan, but just the fact that how he died, it was really tragic. And the fact that he had his daughter with him and then he had the other passengers with him. So if it didn't do anything else, it should have sparked something to say, I need to get it right with God. Because you never know the time nor the hour. So I began to research, that's the science in me. I began to research and analyze some of the things that he did. And then the Black Mamba, if anybody was a Laker fan or knew about Black Mamba, I'm like, what in the world is a Mamba? So when I did my research, I found out it was a snake. It's actually one of the fastest land snakes in the world. And its bite is so venomous that it's toxic that it can kill you on sight. It begins to make you have cardiac, you go through your nerves begin to shut down. So most of the time, if you get bit by one, they say you're not going to make it. So I began to research, well, what was he doing? Because they say he was in a helicopter going to a basketball camp. And I know if we'd be a little transparent, I'm like, why would he take a helicopter, other transportation? But when you research it, he took helicopters because it stopped him from, if he was in a car, the traffic was so bad in LA that it would make him late to his children's plays, to things that his children had going on. So that told me that he was a man of determination. He wasn't going to let anything stop him from getting time with his children. Then I found out when he died, hours before he passed away, he was at Mass because he was Catholic. So he was there before the 7 a.m. service. And the priest said that he anointed his head with oil and he prayed. And so he was getting himself right with God. So can you imagine going to church and not knowing that would be your last time walking into a worship service? And they said the pastor normally didn't talk to him, but that particular Sunday he took time to speak to him. And that right there should have been a sign. So he blessed himself by praying and putting holy water on his head. Even when he was a member of the church, he sat in the back so he wouldn't draw attention and take off the attention of Christ's presence. And to me, I thought that was amazing. So we say like the Mamba mentality is never giving up. It's no matter what you put in front of you, what you're dealing with, you always have the ability to strive and to keep forward. So I thought about that and I said, I'm not going to put that in my reflection. So the Mamba mentality is a constant quest to find answers. It's that indefinite curiosity to want to do better. Just trying to get better every day. And if we reflect on our walk with God, that should be our purpose, to get better every day. To increase our praying, to increase our hoping, to increase our fasting, to increase our faith. So as we move forward, I want us to carry the relentless, the Mamba mentality. And if you want to add a little bit to it, we can be like Moses and have the mentality of patience. We can be like Abraham and have the mentality of faith. We can be like Noah and have the mentality of endurance. We can be like Elijah and have the mentality of boldness. We can be like Daniel and have the mentality of devotion. We can be like David and be a person after God's own heart. We can be like Job and have a mentality of perseverance. And we can be like Paul and have the mentality to face anything against all odds. And we can throw a woman in there. We can be like Ruth and be loyal.
Yes.
I'll leave you with this. The devil whispered in my ear, "You're not strong enough to withstand the storm." I want you to whisper back to the devil and say, I am a child of God. I am a person of faith. I am a warrior of Christ. I am the storm. Thank you.
That was a small sermon. Go ahead. Benediction.
Brother Robert, you know it's getting tough now. Thank God.
Amen.
Thank God for the word that he put in all of us.
Yes.
Every now and then we have to speak it. Every now and then we have to demonstrate it and live it. Thank God. Amen. Amen.